Question from a professional photographer about Google Ads. They're paying for clicks, but they're not getting any form submissions, not getting any leads. This kind of problem is one of two things or both things happening at the same time. The first is the quality of the traffic that you're sending to the page. So who is clicking on your ads and visiting your page? Are they the kind of people that want what you sell? If you don't get the right people onto the page, no matter how good the page is, you're not going to generate any leads from that. We don't have much information about the traffic. All the photographer has said is that they're using exact and phrase match, and that they've got some negative keywords in place. But apart from that, there's no other information, so we can't comment on the traffic. But they have linked to their landing page for a couple photo shoot. It is a beautiful page. I mean, that is a really lovely, intimate picture. And the call to action, check availability. This is good because if you were looking to book a professional photographer, the two most important questions that you have are you available and how much do you cost? The reason for the availability is that often photo shoots are, in this case they're in Lisbon. Are they in Lisbon on holiday just for a short time, or do they need the photo shoot for something like an engagement announcement or something like that? So let's go and check the availability. Right, we actually don't have anything about checking availability when we click that link. But if we scroll down, we've got a tiny little WhatsApp link, which is almost invisible, and then this long contact form over here. In the market in Lisbon, WhatsApp inquiries are likely to be quite important. This is not something anybody from America can understand because it's not used there. But if you're in Europe and in large chunks of the rest of the world, WhatsApp is the primary reason for, or the primary contact method for initial inquiries. It's far more popular than a contact form or a call. This is my personal site. In the Lisbon market, that's likely to be the same thing as well. And she could do with having a more obvious and conventional WhatsApp button over here. So something like this, which then, this is from Convertista, which is a WhatsApp tracking tool. But this kind of thing is what she should consider putting on instead of this tiny, almost invisible WhatsApp link that's hidden behind this jumbled up text and the big orange headline. Remember, the person wants to know how much do you cost and are you available? There's nothing about the price on the website, so that's already likely to be the first question that comes in. And then the availability, there's also not a lot about that. So if I click on here, all it does is it brings up the calendar, the widget. There's no way to say I am available, we have available on these days. So the flow that has to happen here is a contact forms that have lots and lots of questions generally get worse filling in rates, worse completion rates than if you've just asked for something simple. And I've got a rule that's stood me in good stead. It's if you're going to ask the question on a phone call, don't ask the question on a form. Inevitably, this kind of interaction would be done best by an initial contact form and followed up by a quick phone call. To add all of these extra questions is going to reduce the number of people who fill it. This soulmate's name, that's kind of cute, but soulmate is a very English word to describe your partner, and it might not be something that people in other people whose native language is English are not familiar with. So you've got to be clear. Phone number makes sense. You'd need that, except she's only going to use it in case she's not able to make contact. When, where, describe your perfect day, and all of these. This is too much. I don't want to say more than that. And I can understand why she wants all of this information, but a far better flow would be contact details, make a call, so that, because nobody is going to describe their perfect day and help with marketing and and fill in this whole thing just to ask the two questions that they really want to ask is how much do you cost and are you available on this day? There's one other problem. So in the process over here, we've got this Let's Connect. So fill in the form and here it is. I'll get back to you within 48 hours. Nobody is going to wait 48 hours to hear whether you're available and how much you cost. If the person filled in that form, they're likely expecting a quick answer. And if you answer in 2 days, they will have already decided that you're ignoring them and they will have gone and looked for somebody else, even though they may absolutely love the style. What happens if you click on Book Your Lisbon Experience? Okay, that just takes you back to the inquiry form, not a booking form. I hope this was interesting. Have a wonderful day.